All right, state your name and your relationship to Fat Rodney.
My name is Keith Childs. My relationship with Fat Rodney, where I started? It's my best friend. He was my best friend all up into his demise. I met Fat Rodney, probably in 8th grade, 9th grade. He was going to McNamara. Then in high school, we went to Dunbar High School, Dunbar Senior High School in Dunbar, in DC. And we shared lockers. He was my lockers mate. And that's how we became really good friends. And from that point on, we just remained good friends, street buddies, basketball friends, shopping buddies. So we just did everything. We just had fun, ran the street, partied, and it was a good time back in the early 80s. All the way up until I went off to college, to Norfolk State University, and Fat Rodney came down there the last semester, stayed with us, me and my cousin Pickett, and was actually coming back to move down there with us. And that summer is when he met his demise. So between that span, short span, now looking back, we did a lot. We had a whole lot of fun.
Tell us about the 80s back then, how it was.
Wow. Oh man, a lot of partying, a lot of money, a lot of shopping. So we just had a lot of fun. We actually, what Fats was, maybe was nice. Everybody loved him. He was just real, his street credibility was really good, really heavy. You know, he was in the rap game. He was just starting the rap game. You know, he was in the streets, but he was just starting the rap game. Real loved by everyone. I mean, back in them days, I was just telling one of the cats, it was a different time. Like now you have the little cats that's kind of stuck on a block, can't go from one block to the next block without worrying about beefing. It wasn't that kind of era when he was out, when he was living. We were all around the city. We went from northeast, southeast, southwest, got loved everywhere he went. So truly, you know, and still to the day, you know, his death was I want to put on record, his death was an accident. You know, that it wasn't meant for him. He died trying to break up a fight between two other people that he thought was beefing. And that's the type of guy he was. You know, I've watched him squash many beefs, as they say in the street. He stopped people from getting hurt many times, and this was one of the times he was trying to do it as well. And it was a mistaken identity, and in between going to try to stop two beefs with people he thought it was, he got caught in the middle of gunfire and got shot. So, but back in the 80s, man, we ran the street, we partied, we went to a lot of go-go's. You know, that's the big thing around here. And, flying out of town, you know, young, you got to think about this. In high school, we taking trips to New York, you know, flying up to New York to shop, eat, and fly back. You know, so we were real big on that. And we did the same thing. Our pattern was the same. We ran the street, we went to school, ran the street, partied, and then his big thing was to go-go. You know, he got on the mic with Ray Essence, and you know, that was his night. So it was those type of things in the 80s. We just had a lot of fun.
Where did the money come from for these trips? In the street cred?
From the streets. You know, it's from the streets, no secret. You know, we did things in the street that I ain't too proud of, but things back then, you know, to create young cats in the streets. It was back in the days of Scarface, you know, crack era, and we just was in the street and just made money kind of that way, you know, kind of made a little bit of money here, there, doing stuff, and, you know, and then that type of stuff just kind of grew, and relationships grew with other people, and we just were just out funning, having fun.
Okay. Tell us about how you felt when his rap career started to take off, you know, doing shows with Rare Essence.
Well, I actually was excited. I was excited about it. It was new for us, though, for me anyway. It was new for the rap game. The rap game was already big up north. New York, we traveled to New York a lot. The rap game was really big up there. Dougie Fresh and all these cats was real hot. And Rodney, you know, was a pioneer because he embraced that here. It wasn't really big here. You know, it was before the DC Scorpios and all that stuff. So Fats kind of embraced it. It was earlier, back in, I don't know the year, but Fats used to, him and a guy named Sam used to rap in Joan. There's a big Joan called Kraken on each other. And they used to take raps and Joan on against each other at games and stuff. And Sam he's a comedian now. He's a real famous comedian and he's doing real good for himself, real well for himself. And Fats just took it to the go-go's. So he started rapping and he started seeing the success that they was doing up north, and he really had a love and passion for it. So he was doing it out here way before it was popular. and then it started catching on. Then he kind of came up. DC Scorpios came after him. Stinky Dink went to school with us, and he was like idolized Fats, and you know, he said a lot of these cats he blew knowledge to, and he you know, breath into these cats.
Okay. You were in Norfolk when he died, or you were up here?
We were here for the summer. We were living in Norfolk, me and my cousin Pickett, and then Fats came down there. The streets was kind of real beefing at that time. They had like a little turf war or something going on, and Fats came down and stayed with us for a whole semester. Actually, on his way back up here.
Hold on.
Okay.
Huh?
You just want to come in and listen.
I.
So we come here and listen to them.
Oh, okay.
Listen. Sorry.
Yeah, your phone off?
Yeah, my phone.
That's all right. Let's we